Shalom Hakim, Kahalayim La, Shalom Kahalayim La, Yahweh Shem Yashab Bashem HaKadosh, the born and scriptures and apostles, and Thali Yahshua for the strength in order to make this video as well, man. This is, what did I name this video? You know, sometimes the thought actually goes away from your head. Oh yeah, watching diligently. You know, that's the state of which most of us brothers need to be in, man. Especially considering the times, you know, you got the wars of Israel and Hamas. You know, Israel versus Palestine. You got you got the Russian and Ukrainian war that was happening for some time now as well. You got that as well, and then you got China trying to get with Taiwan. You know, trying to attain Taiwan for itself, so they can have a higher leverage for the semiconductors, because that in itself is like a more economic war as well. You know, and America's not satisfied with that. You know, China trying to take Taiwan, and you know, there's multiple other matters as well. So that's a war, as well as you know, you got the avian flu as well that's coming out, H1Z1. You know, I think it's coming from cows. There's a lot of things going on, man. There's a lot of things going on up here. You know, solar eclipse as well, being foretelling for the destruction of Babylon too. You know, there's a lot of things. That's why we have to constantly be watching, man. Watching diligently. Diligently means to watch things with careful and persistent effort, man. Careful, cautiously, even. You know when they say you have a meticulous eye for something, that's how it's supposed to be when watching with these times, man. You know, watching for the things mentioned in Matthew 24 of what Yahushua told us to watch out for. You know, false Christ and whatnot, and many other things as well. So yeah, there's many things, man. You know, I'm just trying to bring them out as well as I think of them. But let me start with this: Ezekiel 4 verse 17. Wait, hold on. So okay, Ezekiel 3 verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. So of course we're commanded as well, man, to be a watchman. You know, a watchman, well, it's in the name, a man who watches, man. You know, he's on the lookout. You know, normally they have like watchtowers, you know, maybe in certain games that our brothers may play, you know, they have like a certain watchtower, or even just in the military there's a watchtower, which you can use to scout and see what's ahead, man. You know, in the movies as well, you know, you may have a watchtower in the military base, and you got a man standing there. Even in those medieval movies as well, you know, you got watchtowers, a man standing there saying, okay, cool. If they see someone coming by, you know, they pretty much shout a message to the next man, and the next man then transmit that message all until it probably ends up to the king, man. You know, to the king. Then the king comes out to commune with whoever comes by. Now, if it's an actual enemy coming by, then the message will even be louder, and then, you know, the warning is given out. The same way we're given the role of a watchman. It says, Ezekiel 3 verse 17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. You know, and really, there'll be those who won't take heed, they will not take the warning, and there'll be those who will take the warning. That's the 1/3 of Yahweh Shem Yashai. And then the 2/3 they won't take heed. So I might as well get that precept out. Zechariah 13 verse 8. Zechariah chapter 13 verse 8. 8 to 9. Yep. Zechariah 13 verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but a third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my power. So of course 1/3 is then going to be taken up, and then the 2/3 they're going to be burnt. That's the point. So let me get another point as well. So it says in verse 8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, save the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. So of course they're going to be cleared out, because they didn't take heed to the message of the watchman in Ezekiel 3 and 17. So it says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. So of course, the point is we give the warning. If they don't want to listen, they don't listen. They're going to have to suffer through the consequence that which they have to bear. So that's Zechariah 13 verse 8. And then obviously verse 9 talking about the 1/3, those who take heed, they're going to be saved, man. They're going to be good, refined in the fire. As it says, as silver is refined. So let me get another one. Because of course, being watchful too, that's part of not trusting our enemies, man. Those of the world, mainly Esau, Edom, they're the ones of whom we don't really trust, man. We don't trust at all. So let me get that as well from the Apocrypha. So okay, I'm just getting it right now. So as it says in Ecclesiasticus 12 verse 3, verse 10, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So of course we know that's Esau, Edom. We know that's the woman as well. We know that's 2/3 of Israel overall. They really are enemies, but we know mainly, first and foremost, is the Edomites, man. The Esau, Edom. That's what it's called, the Esau, Edom. The red man. So of course, considering that we have this knowledge, we know that we're supposed to use it and apply it to our lives as well when navigating day to day. That's why when 2020 happened, when the Arkham were pretty much blowing the trumpet for the juice, the thing is, that's the warning that came out. And then, of course, those who didn't want to take heed, who were prideful, who rejected knowledge, Hosea 4 verse 6. Of course, some of them had destruction put upon themselves, and other ones, the timer is just set for them. That's something that they have to consider. But that's what they're going to have to deal with, man, because of that lack of knowledge and their stupidity. So never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Gotta be watching cautiously, that's the point. So that's Ecclesiastes 12 verse 10. Let me get another precept out as well. Yeah, so look, I got disturbed there. Let me read from Ecclesiasticus 12 verse 10. Again, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So we know that just from the fact that we shouldn't trust our enemies, we've got to be careful and cautious when we're also operating with them as well. Because we're still gonna have to walk in the world, man. Have our daily jobs, live with people, and then deal with all the other stuff that we've got to deal with for the time being. So that's that. It's all part of watching diligently. Those who don't take heed to the message, Ezekiel 3 verse 17, they're going to suffer the consequence of a 2/3. So let's see. Anyways, that's Ecclesiasticus. Let me get something else. Find Colossians here. Colossians 1 verse 26, even the mystery which hath been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints. So let me read that again. Even the mystery which hath been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints. That's Colossians 1 verse 26. The mystery, the knowledge of which those of the world do not understand, Yahweh Shemesha has blessed us with the understanding of it. So of course to gain that knowledge, and of course to be able to preach and teach it, what's that scripture as well? Well, if it comes, it comes. But the point is, the mystery, that knowledge, has been given unto us to have an understanding of. We don't just understand it, we also teach and preach it as well. So let's see. As I know, I named the lesson watching diligently, because considering that we have knowledge of which not many people understand, because that's what it is, we have knowledge of which very few understand. We've got to use it in order to watch for the events to come as well, man. To watch cautiously. Let's see. So of course, it's like having an insight on what would happen before it happens. Spiritual foresight, that's basically part of the mystery as well. Prophecies, majority of it. For us to have the understanding of it, it's a privilege, it's a blessing. That's why we say Thou Yahushua. So one more time, Colossians 1 verse 26, even a mystery which hath been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints. So that's that, man. That is that. With all the knowledge and understanding we got, we have a spiritual foresight to know what would happen before it happens. Mark of the beast, third woe, famines, pestilences, That's why I mentioned, I don't know if it was this, actually it's probably this video, yeah, it was this video, about the avian flu coming out. You still got the Israel and Hamas war, Ukraine and Russia, China and Taiwan. There's a H1Z1, which is, I think it's somewhat linked to the avian flu. There's many things happening, man. There's many things happening. That's why we're going to have to be watching diligently. Again, diligent means careful and persistent effort, man. It's continuous, and you're cautious with it, meticulously seeing the details of which are aligned with prophecy, man. Watching diligently, careful and persistent effort. So yeah, that's the point there. Let's see. I was gonna get another one too. Alright, but if I go on the Proverbs, Proverbs 12. Right, Proverbs 12. Proverbs 12 and Proverbs 27. And I'm gonna close this one out. It shouldn't be too long of a video. Watching diligently, that's the key message of this video, man. Because we're set as watchmen, that's why I brought Ezekiel 3 and 17 as the first precept. So this is Proverbs 12 verse 23. A prudent man concealeth knowledge, but the heart of fools proclaimeth foolishness. Verse 24. The hand of the diligent shall be a rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute. So let me get into 23. So the prudent man concealeth knowledge. So of course, when we're provided with a mystery, we don't just cast pearls onto pigs. There's a scripture on that as well. When you get a blessing as well, you don't have to go about telling everyone. Oftentimes just keep to yourself and be humble about it, and then yeah, man, you use the blessing. So of course that's one way of perceiving it too. It says a prudent man, and prudent is not talking about just like a good man or generally a righteous man, but really it's talking about a shrewd man, and a shrewd man. I think it also mentions something in the blue letter as well. It says a cunning man as well, a sly man, a sensible man as well. Those are the 4 words used: sensible, sly, cunning, and shrewd. Shrewd meaning someone who is astute, accurate in judgment, very sharp in judgment. That's what a prudent man is regarded as in this context here. So see it as a man sharp in judgment, concealeth knowledge, and even more so of a reason to conceal knowledge. Of course, it's not talking about not restricting people from receiving the knowledge. Obviously, you go out there in the house and bars as we're commanded. We made the videos as we're commanded. But of course, there's certain things where we have discernment. Okay, we've got to shut our mouths about this, man. That's the thing. As the scriptures talk about, it talks about a young man having discernment or discretion, which is be knowing when to say something, when not to say something. I think that's in that Proverbs 1 or 2, around those chapters. So again, Proverbs 12 verse 23, a prudent man concealeth knowledge, to know when to speak, know when to reveal it, or what should not be revealed. It says, but the heart of fools proclaimeth foolishness. So of course, folly comes out of the mouths of fools. Then in verse 24 says, the hand of the diligent shall be a rule, and the slothful shall be under tribute. So the point is, the diligent ones are the ones who are going to dominate. That's what it really means, simplistically speaking, getting straight to the point. The hand of the diligent shall be a rule. So that's Proverbs 12 and 23 to 24. Let me get this final precept before and then close out eventually. So lucky, man. I'm still looking for it. It's that Proverbs 27, 25, 26, 27. Yep, Proverbs 27 verse 12. A prudent man foreseeth evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. The difference between a prudent man, a shrewd man, someone accurate, astute in judgment, sharp in judgment, foreseeth the evil, which means they know when it's like, okay, Esau's about to clamp down. We've got to take action now. We've got to do what the scriptures has commanded us to do and have faith in Yahweh, Yahushua. So a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. But the simple, and of course we hide under the tower of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, because we know Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is who protects us. They protect us, man. They're our tower, that help us hide, from the evil of Esau Edom. As the scripture says in Job, he shall save thee in 6 troubles, yea, in the 7. Roughly paraphrasing now. So a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple-minded individuals, 2/3, wicked Israelites, pass on and are punished. That's why 2/3 are going to get their judgment, man. Those Israelites all across the world, if you don't want to listen to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Yahushua is going to call them up and they're going to slay them before him. Then they're going to have to be reset. So yeah, that's that, man. Proverbs 27 verse 12. So anyway, Shalom, Yaratazar, you edified and you understood the lesson. The bonus scripts and apostles, and Shalom once more. Shalom.